Hey everyone, and welcome to the Billion Dollar Banker podcast. I'm your host, Nicole Perrone, and today I have with me the one and only, I'm going to call her Nicole Bro, who is a celebrity entrepreneur and trainer and motivator. She's here today, and she brought us some pastries. Thank you for coming.
Listen, Nick, I couldn't come empty-handed. I am the Italian that comes with stuff, but I brought Greek pastries.
All right.
Believe it or not. So you got, because my husband's Greek. You got kurabieves, that's almond if you're allergic.
Is that this one right here?
No, that's the white cookie.
Okay.
Okay. Kularakia, it's just like a butter cookie. Baklava with nuts and syrup. And this is kadefi.
Kadefi.
It's okay. It's got pistachio in it.
Is that like a Greek thing to bring pastries wherever
like
you go?
Italian, Greek,
So it's
same
very
thing.
similar.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
good.
I have to. I got to bring a little something. Either that or we start early with a glass of wine.
We could have been there. Listen, I was just saying I can't barely fit into my suit anymore.
Nick, you look fantastic.
This is perfect. You're bringing the pastries. You're going to bring the fitness lessons. So.
Listen, you just came off of Mother's Day. We were celebrating. It was a good weekend.
Bottomless mimosas yesterday. Happy Mother's Day to everybody.
Thank you.
Yeah.
And to you.
Thank you. I'm excited to hear your story today. And guys, for those of you listening, Nicole is just absolutely phenomenal. She's got such a great reputation, such an amazing story. I wear her brand everywhere. Oh, like when I go to the gym, I don't wear anything else anymore.
I love it.
I feel like kind of people.
You're a real bro now.
I'm a real bro. Yeah, you're going to have your
could
bros.
be a bro.
That's it. I'm going to be, so I'm a brand ambassador. We're going to find like a promo code after this for our Billion Dollar Banker fans out there. So I would absolutely love your story. And I want the audience to hear more. So your fitness journey started kind of like in an unexpected place. Tell us the background.
So I went on vacation with my girlfriend, make a really long story short. So many people have heard it. Went on vacation to a wedding, destination wedding. My girlfriend Sophia's like, let's go to Greece. My cousin Barbara's going to get married. Went to her wedding. On the plane ride there, she said to me, Nick, I'm saving us money. We're not going to the Athens Marriott. We're going to stay with this guy, Nick.
Oh,
and I'm like, listen, I'm not staying with any foreign guy. Can we just stay at the Marriott? And she's like, no, I'm saving us money. We're going to stay with Nick. Don't worry. He's from Roseland, New Jersey.
Okay.
And I'm like,
that makes him safe.
Yeah, safe, I guess. So what is he doing out in Greece? He's an expat. He's working for an insurance company. Of course, they're all Greek. They're all invited to the wedding. Very typical Italian Greek.
Was this a Greek wedding? Obviously.
It was a Greek wedding. She was having her destination wedding out there. We were invited. So I go, we stay with Nick. I meet him, a couple of days in before the wedding. We're really getting to know each other. And I'm just trying to speak Greek to him, the little bit that I know from my friend. And he turns, he's like, I don't speak Greek.
He's like, I'm from Jersey.
And you're the only Greek I know that doesn't speak Greek.
Oh, wow.
Every Greek I know speaks the language because they go to Greek school. So Greek school for them is language. It's not like Greek school, like we would think culture or the religion. You're learning the language. So he doesn't speak Greek. He's Greek American. He's living out in Greece. He's there for like 4 years already. He doesn't even speak the language. We hit it off. I have a boyfriend at home. Forget about it.
So that's the first tip. Don't let your girlfriend go on a destination wedding to Greece, right?
I guess so. Maybe it's him. It's the, it's the wine. It's the baklava. I don't know what it did. And so forget about it. So we just hit it off. And 2 weeks later, I wind up going back after the wedding and visiting him again. A year after that, I am engaged.
Wow.
4 days after my wedding, I leave. So my wedding, my Venetian hour, typical, come on, Venetian hour. Yeah. Giving the envelopes, giving the cards, it's just like saying goodbye to me.
Right.
No one knew when I was coming home and what I was going to do. And I moved out to Greece for 3.5 years. After that, we were going to live in Dubai.
Wow.
The
now,
company.
How many years ago was this?
This is 20, I don't know, what is this?
Married now for
I'm married 21 years.
Okay.
So I'm living out in Greece and my next door neighbor is a karate sensei. And I'm like, bro, this is awesome. I got to do this.
Wow.
I would love to do this. And so I took up karate. I can't work. I have no visa. I have no working papers.
Right.
So I went to lunch
fight
every day and fight people.
That's great.
And I learned karate in Japanese Greek.
Wow.
So it's kind of weird.
That's amazing.
Because I never learned it in English. She had, Japanese, but with a Greek accent.
That's impressive.
Yeah.
And so now does that come in handy, that background?
Well, sure, I could throw it on my license if I want.
Wow.
And I could put that on my black belt because,
How long did that take to get your black belt?
Came back home to get it, but I left as a 2nd degree brown.
Wow.
So my 3.5 years in Greece, I did karate 3 days a week. That took my fitness level of loving fitness and just took it to another level.
So that's when it started.
Yeah.
That's when it started. I love that. So can you take us back to the moment? Because there was like this transformation for you at some point in your life, right? Where things really changed and fitness became way more after the black belt period, right?
Yeah. Well, I was in fashion forever. Once I moved to Greece, I do this. Once I come back, I'm working back at Saks in the city. And my mother's like, enough is enough. This is time for you to take, fitness to another level. So I had birth of my baby. My son, Nico, was 2 weeks late. I gained about 65 pounds with him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, I have to do something with all this.
Yeah.
And that's when I started nursing, started doing one certification after another, personal training, TRX, kettlebell, and I just put myself in it. And I was like, I love this. I love everything about this. But I was scared. I was scared to not be in retail or talk to people anymore. Scared that I'm starting something new later on in my life.
Right. How old were you then?
I'm 30.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm 30. I'm 31 years old. Yeah. I'm having my first baby and I'm starting a new career.
Well, I mean, there's so many things happen there, right? Like you left home and then you're coming back and you fell in love and you're becoming a mom. And like these are the stories that people experience every day. Do you find that with your clients today, and I can't wait to hear more about how this journey of your fitness career started, but do you feel like a lot of clients are at a pivotal point in life when they begin training?
Well, yeah. I mean, they're doing it. They have to learn that they have to do this for themselves. And that's what I did. I was just doing it to get my body back.
Yeah.
Because I gained so much weight. But once a woman or anybody makes up their mind to do something for themselves and they have that backing through their significant other, through their husband, that they have, go and do this. This is your time. You have to do this to be happy as well.
Yeah.
So granted, my husband didn't need me to work, at Saks anymore. And I can go and take these certifications.
You were able to do that.
And I was able to do that. And then I was like, listen, am I making a lot of money as a personal trainer in the beginning? No.
Right.
Or group fitness instructor.
Right.
I'm not.
You have to start from somewhere.
Got to start from somewhere.
What was harder, like that black belt journey or the rebuilding yourself?
No, the rebuilding of myself.
That was the hardest.
Yeah. Because I knew I had a personality. So it was like, I got this.
Right.
I was in retail and now I'm going into fitness. So I know that I could teach a group fitness class. I know I can command the room, what you need. And that takes any group fitness instructor, read your room, know it, know where to someone new coming in, injuries, and then people coming back to your class. So that's where everyone starts out, usually in group fitness.
Right. Okay.
Teaching one-on-one or personal training.
Yeah.
A little easier.
It's easier. Yeah. Because you just have to deal with one person.
Exactly.
Focus on
We're
them.
Group fitness. You have to, work the room.
What would your advice be to anybody that's in a space in their life today where they're like, I know I need to change, but it's not happening, right? Because I don't know if that happened for you like this, like you just turned it on, or was it something that you kept saying, I got to get this together. I need to get started. Like so many people are in that place of indecision. What would your advice be to them?
You know it, Nick. It's probably the same as yours. You got to take that first leap. You got to take that first step and not to be afraid of it. There's going to be everyone that starts something new has to fail.
Right.
You have to.
Right.
And I got a 5:45 p.m. class, my first class, and 7 p.m. And I'm like, well, I don't want this. I want 9 a.m. I want, the mommy time. I want to teach the group of 18, not the group of 7 that's coming to me at night.
Right.
Right. But that's where I have to start off.
That's where you started. Yeah.
And then it's like, hey, have you ever taken Nicole's class at 5:45 at night or 7? It's really good. No, she's not on the schedule in the morning. Hey, Nicole, would you like to come on the schedule in the morning? Mm-hmm. And you start from there, right? And you build your name.
Right. It takes time. Well, and it's true too when you say take the first step, right? Because sometimes I think what holds people back is they're trying to see all the steps, right? They're trying to see like the forest through the trees, and you can't really get there quite yet. You just have to take that one step at a time. Otherwise, it seems overwhelming. You're like, how am I going to get all the way through these trees, all the way out to the other side? But every step you take, it gets better. And now, so thinking about you when it comes to that, you started from zero, right? From 60 pounds overweight, moving back to the country, to training celebrities and high-level professionals. How did that happen for you?
So I started with, working in a gym, and I knew Teresa Giudice from The Housewives from years ago. 25 years ago, we've been friends. Her old boyfriend was a very good friend of mine. So we used to hang out. We used to go to clubs together. And when she wound up coming to the gym that I was working at, we had mutual friends, and she was like, oh my God, it's you, Nicole, and we just hit it off. She started taking group fitness classes with me there. She just started on the show. I mean, this is like season 3.
Right.
And if you go back that far in The Housewives, I mean, it's 14 seasons now.
It's incredible.
If you go back to like season 3, you'll see me there with glasses on, red glasses.
There you go.
Just starting in fitness and, what we used to wear, and see me on a couple of episodes training. So through the years, I've been on The Housewives.
That's good.
A couple of singer-songwriters I've trained as well. But again, I'm your typical, mom trainer. That's it. I didn't care. Yeah, I've trained some men as well. I have a boxing background.
Okay.
So after martial arts, I kind of went into boxing, but I am perfect for your, mother that wants to get back into shape, and now growing with me. I just got into my 50s. I hate saying
no, nobody's gonna believe you. No one's gonna believe that. No. You look amazing, and you're a motivation. You're a force. Anyone that hasn't followed Nicole, you're gonna want to go check her out, because the things you do at night, your chats, everything you do to help people, you could tell, like, this is something you love. And you say
love it.
Your goal is to make people love working out. So how do you turn something that people dread into something that they actually start craving?
It's so easy. You have to find something you love. I tell everybody, just go out and walk first. Just go out and walk and put either a great podcast on.
Yep.
We could put $1 Billion Banker
on. Put the $1 Billion Banker on. There you go.
Podcast on.
I love walking and listening to
stuff. That's it. And then what's going to happen, Nick, is you're actually going to shut it off. You're going to not maybe leave your phone home,
right?
But you're going to start walking without your pods on, and you're going to start noticing things around you.
Yeah.
And that brings something else. So again, you're going to go out, you're going to start walking first, or you're going to just go into the fitness class. The person that says, Nicole, I can't work out with you yet or take your class, I'm not ready.
Yeah.
I have to build up to that.
Right.
They're never going to come to me, because you're going to go to the gym, you're going to go on the treadmill, or you're going to go on the elliptical, and you think you're building endurance or you're building strength, and you're clearly not.
You're not.
Go throw yourself into a good class with a good instructor that's going to watch your form. It could be a dance class.
Yeah.
It could be a treadmill class. It could be, whatever. Something. Go find something you love.
Yeah. You have to be open-minded, try different things.
Right.
And then, what do you say for someone that's like, okay, the classes look like fun and that sounds great, but like, I don't feel like I could keep up with a class of people. How do they approach that?
Well, that's it. Then you have to get personal training. Okay. Start with a personal trainer. Give it about 2-3 months. Like I always say, you're not meant to stay with me forever. I want to give you the tools to learn how to work out on your own, try to achieve your goals, yet it be gaining more skeletal muscle mass, body fat percentage a little lower,
right?
Maybe challenging you to not look at the scale once a week.
Yeah.
Giving you these types of tools, or trying to get your eating a little bit better.
Right.
Trying to understand your relationship with food.
Because this is like, it's a really holistic process when you're thinking about getting things in order. And, I'm curious, like the difference in how you felt when you were 60 pounds overweight versus how you feel today. Like, what does that do for you in your life, your everyday life in all facets?
It's amazing right now how much older I am, and how I'm literally almost defying, the age process.
Like aging backwards at this point.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not that, what's his name that was on?
Oh, Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson. And my boss, Kenny, was just with him.
Oh, yeah?
Or
nice.
like there was a seminar that he did, and it's amazing to see.
I mean, he's slowing down the rate that he's aging.
He really is.
Yeah.
Is he slowing down the process? No.
Right.
But he is slowing it down to trying to reverse things backwards. And I mean, I'm seeing it myself, and I don't do half of that.
Right. What do you do? What are your routines? Like, what's the day in the life of health, for you on a weekly basis?
A ton of water, gallon of water a day.
The gallon of water a day. What is it for? Is it just to
flush out?
It's just to reduce the water?
Yeah, absolutely.
Percentage of water fat
constantly,
that you're holding on to?
Just flushing your system.
I think most people are probably confused by that. They're like, well, the more water I drink, obviously, the more I'm going to retain. But that's actually not the case.
No, it's not. You're going to.
You're going to just
go
keep
to the bathroom
flushing
all day long.
Okay.
Yeah. By 11, 12 o'clock,
She's going to need to take a break here soon. So
she's got her water with her. Water. Look, this is my second one.
That's amazing. How hard was it to build that routine?
That's hard.
Yeah,
that's
just to drink
hard.
water, right?
Yeah. So some people have to put the pink Himalayan sea salt to put in that.
Okay.
To regain electrolytes is great. Or sometimes they need a little lemon, a little flavor in it. You got to watch some of it.
How much water weight is like the average person walking around with every day?
Oh, I have no clue. How much total water weight?
Well, no, like, how much are we retaining that we don't need to because we're not drinking enough
I don't know.
water?
Your body's made up of 80% of water.
Right. So we could be holding on to like a couple pounds of water.
Listen, for women too, on top of it, what we hold on from week to week or during our menstrual cycle, whatever, we fluctuate in weight. That's why stop going on the scale every day.
Because you don't know what you're seeing.
Exactly. Right? If you do want to weigh yourself once a month, like the first Tuesday.
Okay.
Naked at 5:30 in the morning
once a week
when you wake
is
up.
Too much. Yeah.
Yeah, because you're just driving yourself crazy. You have to look at two numbers.
Right.
Skeletal muscle mass. As we get older, we need to hold on to more muscle around our bones. And also your body fat percentage.
And where's the ideal? It depends on your height,
of
right?
course.
Where you need to be. Okay.
Yeah, and your age. Sense. But you want to be anywhere between 20 and 25 body fat percentage.
And so how many days a week are you working out? How many days are you in the gym?
I'm going about 5 days.
5 days. Is it important to have that
yes, it is.
Rest?
You have to rest.
Okay.
Your body has to rebuild. But now a rest, I might go for a walk.
Okay.
On a rest day.
So you're just always you're active.
Yeah.
You're just an active person.
Yeah.
And now, how long are you in the gym for? Is this 30 minutes, 45?
Yeah, about 30 an hour.
Huh.
30 to an hour. You don't have to go crazy anymore with 2 hours in the gym. You have to work smarter, not harder.
Right.
People want to go, they want to, do total body every day. And that's something we'll get into after.
Right. We're going to talk about me that I can't fit in my suits. And so what I should do. I was getting tips, behind the scene tips.
Well, forget about it. We didn't stop talking. I thought we were rolling.
That's so funny. But no, really, I think one of the hardest things for people, and I'm curious because as a trainer, you have to remain so consistent, right? Especially if you're going to attract clients that want to say, like, look, I want to look like that, right?
Yeah.
How do you avoid the ups and downs? What's the best way to kind of navigate through that? Because you go on vacation or you have a couple days that you're off. How do you get back into it?
I think it's not cheating so much on the weekend. If every week you say, I'm going to do great from Monday through Friday, and then all of a sudden on the weekend, it all goes to shit.
That was my weekend. That was my weekend this weekend. Bottomless mimosas and just too much carbs.
Well, that's
so what happens? And you're resetting.
You have to just reset. So people would say, well, I'm just going to eat greens or I'm just going to eat. That's probably the worst thing you could do.
Oh, yeah?
You got to get more protein in.
Get more protein in.
Make sure you're getting your protein in if you really do. If you need to reset, then you should be doing a cleanse.
Okay.
A 24-hour, water cleanse if you really need to reset and do a fast. I'm all for fasting. Fasting is more for cell rehabilitation. It's not actually for, losing weight.
Okay.
But if you feel like I need a reset, then try it.
You fast till a certain time during the day, or you just
sometimes intermittent fasting. Okay. So 16-8, fast for 16 hours and eat for 8. If not, you're going to do a 24-hour fast. All day.
Okay.
And just have water.
And that can reset you.
Yeah.
What are some of like the common misconceptions you'd say about working out? And I want to kind of hear your routine kind of wrapped into this because if somebody's listening today and they're like, wow, I'd love to get started, right? What would that look like for them?
How to get started?
Yeah. Where obviously walking, you said, just get started walking.
Get yourself a trainer. Or going. Listen, there's so many apps out there now.
You have an app, right? Tell us about your app.
I have an app, NGP Method. It's actually to bring someone back into the gym.
Okay.
So right now it's mostly 3-week challenge is all body weight. So for 3 weeks, it's not lifting any weights, it's moving your body. So it's somewhere to start. You can do this at home with no weight, or you could do this in the gym if you want to be around people. I need to be around people.
Okay.
Okay.
And everyone's a little different when it comes to that.
I need to be around people. So a 3-week challenge is all body weight only. Then it brings you to a 6-week challenge. Now I'm going to introduce some weights, slowly getting into it.
Okay.
6-week challenge, some weight, and a jump rope. Jump rope. Fantastic.
Jump rope's huge. Hard to do. I used to do boxing for a while.
Okay, so you have rhythm.
Yeah, well, I tried. But it gets exhausting. You realize like, oh my gosh, just keeping your arms up like that for a long period of time.
But a 3-minute jump rope, Nick, is equivalent to a 15-minute run.
See, I love hacks like that. That's like that. That's a clip right there because that's what everybody wants. Like, how do you get a lot of this in a short period of time? What about those vibrating plates that you stand on?
I think they're fantastic for your core. They're great for doing plank on.
Okay.
That's something to warm up with.
Something to
warm up or cool down with. Get going. Get your body moving.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. And so, your journey from start to like training celebrities from the beginning of where you were, it's just so impressive. I mean, these are the stories that we really want to hear about is people that took, this space in their life and they turned it into something, but that realizing that it doesn't just like happen, right? It's not like you turned on and all of a sudden you're training celebrities.
That's it.
But it took a lot of work. And now you seem like the type of person that just, you don't stop at that next level. You're going for more. And so tell us about your new line and what that means to you.
So about a year ago, and again, I said this to a friend who's kind of like a psychic as well. I was like, why is this happening to me now in my life? And why didn't this happen at 35? A woman approached me, a very good friend of mine, in the coffee shop. And she said to me, Nick, your Instagram videos are pretty funny. And you forget everybody's name. You have no clue anybody's name. And that's where bro started. Because everybody just became bro. She goes, I want to make you a shirt. I wanted to say bro on it, with a dot. Bro, period. Like, that's it. End of story.
Done. Okay. Love that.
And I was like, okay, let's do it. I wore a shirt, wore it to the gym. Who wanted it? Everybody at the gym. And I'm like, what am I doing? Am I starting an apparel line here? Am I really going to like sew, shirts out of my Cadillac?
Yeah, I love that. That would be amazing. That would work for you.
No, I don't have a Cadillac, but that's funny because that's, like growing up.
Yep.
Italian style within the selling suits out of the car.
There you go.
Who knows where it fell off the truck. But no, I was like, am I really going to get into apparel line? And bro, I said, bro's got to stand for something.
Yeah.
It's not just, women empowerment. Anybody could be a bro. Bro is about building relationships organically. It's about like-minded people. We want to think alike. We want to act alike. We have the same mindset. We're all bros. That's it.
It's like community. It's united, I think of when I hear that. Like, you when you call someone like, it's a term of endearment when you say bro, right? Because it's like saying like babe or buddy or whatever. Like, it's like, okay, you already kind of feel like you know each other almost,
know each other,
right?
Exactly.
And there's something psychological about like saying somebody's name or saying something in that way. I love that. And so what made it for you like about the community? Is it tied to fitness as well? Like how fitness and community mean a lot?
Sure, absolutely. Fitness, training, community, it all goes together.
Yeah.
That's why I say I like working out. I think COVID just set us back and we want that, type of community again to work out with. We want to be around people.
Yeah.
Again, if you watched the Blue,
was it about health?
Yes. Forget about it. It's going to block my mind.
Forget about it.
It'll come to me.
What was it about?
It is about why socialization makes people live longer. And how...
blue zones.
The blue zones.
There you go.
Thank you.
Because there's only a certain amount of them in the world. And
right.
I think in Greece might be
Greece is one of them. Yes, at a very small island, very small island. But again, they talks about community. So it was walking and strength training and the community. So that's where Bro came about.
That's great.
She started with that. And I said, how is this happening now in my life at 50? And what I think is it's just, like she was saying, this is just my time. It's just your time. At 35, you weren't ready. You didn't know the things you know.
Today. Yeah.
Now you know them. You have a lot to offer.
Yeah.
So Bro turned into building relationships organically. And right now we turned that into, we're making a recovery drink for youth athletes.
Oh, that's amazing.
There's a lot of pre-workout.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of post. Magnesium, L-theanine, tart cherry, everything no sugar, mother approved. Okay. I'm working with a doctor. Doctor approved. So we're doing a drink right now, and who knows where else Bro will go.
That's great. Do you have like, is there a goal in your mind to, where you want to take this brand? And because I think it's like,
I want to see Bro on every beach and beach umbrella.
There you go.
Bro towel, the Bro umbrella.
I love that.
The Bro bar.
I love that. And I think, the brand represents a very cool, it's cool when you know the story behind a brand. I don't know if you ever saw the Gucci, the background of Gucci. Or even when you think about, if my phone could ring like this, is my second time my phone's ringing, how is this happening?
It's the kids.
So, yeah. So the story of even Versace, like his story is really cool. How he was a young kid and his mom showed him how to sew and his dad didn't want him to do it. And his mom still encouraged him. They would like sneak off and do it. And like that was his calling. And it's just interesting when you hear the background. I fall in love with brands because of that. And that's one of the reasons why I love Bro.
Look, I'm knocking on table. I told not. I hope one day that I can, be looked at in that light and it'd be everyone know Bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I think like start small.
Yeah, that's it. And so how can people get the apparel at this point? Is it on a website? Is it in the app?
It's on Shopify. It's Bro_NGP. My initials, Nicole Greco-Peepas. So like I was saying, I have an app. I have Bro.
That's great.
We'll see where that takes us. And you were just at my charity.
Yes. And so you've been involved in Friends of Well for a long time. Tell us a little bit about that. Great organization.
Thank you.
Amazing people. Great party, obviously. Great party. Once a year, Kentucky Derby.
So we do, every year we do a Kentucky Derby party. Of course, the first Saturday in May. And my charity is called Friends of the Well. Okay. It is donated to people falling hard on their times here in our local community of Caldwell, West Caldwell, North Caldwell. Okay. We want to keep it local because we didn't realize how many people were using the food bank in our town.
Yeah.
And we live in a pretty affluent town. We're like, what's going on here? But it wasn't even just that. We paid a woman's lost her child to leukemia in second grade. So we helped out with the medical bills. Wow. Somebody's house burnt down on Mother's Day from fireworks in the garage. We helped with that. Wow. So we just wanted to keep it local.
Do something local.
And who doesn't love a good party?
Yeah.
And again, when you reach out, people will give.
They will.
They'll give of their time. They'll give, a little extra.
What do you say to someone listening maybe in the Caldwell area that does need help? People are a lot of times like they're hesitant to ask. Is there any message for them? Like, does it remain confidential if they wanted to?
And it could, absolutely. We've shown up anonymously to people that didn't want to, put it out there. That, some things have happened. The husband lost the job. Maybe we can show up with 4 tickets to Disney or something like that.
It's amazing.
So, you can always reach out. It's been written up, Friends of the Well, in a local magazine called Well Living. So we've been given a shout out there too, which is good. So it's getting our our name out.
And is this just part of like, your personal evolution and in coming up with something like this and doing something to give back? Because it's like the same question, like why not at 30 or 20? Did you do something like that?
It was just my time.
It was just something that you're feeling.
And it's just like, we have to pay it forward. We got to give back.
And where
I don't live an extravagant lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? My house is about 2,000 square foot, maybe a little over.
Right.
I don't live
like crazy life.
Crazy life, but I feel like we can always give a little extra.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
Where do you think your drive and your motivation comes from? What inspires you every day?
Listen, my husband gave me the green light to go do what I want to do and to be happy. And what he always said is, I don't want to you ever regret anything in your life. Oh. So that was a huge plus. Wow. Second is showing my kids. What's more empowering than showing your kids that you put yourself first? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yep.
And I know there's so many moms out there that are like, no. My kids come first, Nicole. How selfish. I come first.
Yeah.
Then comes my significant other or my husband. You can't
take care of them, right? If you're not taking care of yourself. It's a lesson.
And then come the kids.
Yeah.
So they see that. They see the dynamic. Listen, I'm there for them no matter what. My children are 19 now and 18.
Yep.
And it's kind of weird when one leaves the nest because it's like, wait, I'm not packing a backpack anymore. I'm not waking him up for breakfast.
Right.
You have to give those tools for them to have their own wings and fly.
No, it's the truth. I mean, and at the end of the day, I think a lot of us feel like we just want to be giving all the time. Sometimes giving is like you're distracting yourself from the things that you need to deal with. So it's something to look at times if you're struggling so much with taking care of you. But really, it's the most selfless thing you could do is take care of yourself because people want to have you here forever. You know, it's nice to show your kids. You see a lot of people start to get in shape like a little bit later and as their kids get a little bit older too, because their kids are starting to realize like, you know, or mom and dad aren't really that healthy, right? Yeah. And so they like have that moment where like, I need to get this together. So I love that.
I mean, right now, 2025 is a year of recovery, a year of, and that's why Bro's putting out a drink. There's a year of sauna, cold plunge, everything to recover. You have peptides that are out there that can help with muscle recovery, that can help with sleep, you know, so many other ways women are getting through supplements,
right?
You know, your magnesium, your NAD, you know, things like that. So I think there is more ways and they're understanding I have to take care of myself first.
Yeah. The NADs and the peptides, are they really expensive?
I mean, it could be, yeah.
What do you feel from doing?
I feel that your regular doctor is not going to show you some of these things. You have to do your own research,
right? And
you have to look outside, and you have to say, okay, how would this help me? Should I give it 3 months? Let me try it, and wait till you see. Functional medicine out there is there for a reason.
Yeah.
It's working. I am clearly living proof.
Yeah. Yeah. And so you feel energy differences from the NAD and
clarity.
Yeah. Okay.
I listen, we all have a little ADD in us, ADHD.
I have a lot of it.
I know I have a lot of it. But I can focus a little bit more on a conversation now.
Good. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So, and the cool thing about what you do, it sounds like, is it's very holistic. Like you're not just going to talk to people about working out the right way, but eating the right way, getting a plan together as well. And if they have questions, they can ask you, which is why it's so good to have somebody in your corner that knows all the things.
And Nick, don't get me wrong. I mean, I love a good tequila.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. You're not drinking wine. Are you drinking any wine?
I mean, I'll have a little wine. We are going to Portugal to a wine vineyard this summer.
And you'll work out when you're on vacation?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay.
It's the first thing I pack.
Yeah.
Is workout clothes.
There you go.
Oh yeah, that's like a no-brainer. You know why?
Yep.
It's like a vacation for me. I don't have to teach people.
Yeah. And you're not in a rush. You don't have to get anywhere next, right? That's good.
I don't have to have no clients. I can just do my own thing. It's wonderful. But no, I like a good tequila. I'm not a saint. I do usually
put a lot of limes in your tequila.
A ton. I like it muddled.
What is that?
You noticed like, that, right?
I think that you had lime with a little tequila in it. Like it was literally. I think you had 8 limes in your tequila, at least.
But I have no additives in this tequila. Tequila's not like, drink the worm when we were younger.
Yeah. Yes.
No. It's really evolved.
Yeah. Maybe a bro tequila one day.
Oh, bro.
Yeah,
that
would be amazing. That would be amazing. Throw some protein in there somehow, like some recovery, some magnesium. Hey.
I like the way that sounds.
Yeah. Well, they say the next generation isn't drinking the way that
I know.
My generation, your generation, they like the next in
they're
line
not drinking at all.
So they're going to need something else, you know? So
there's all these bars that are popping up in the city that are non-alcoholic. For people to meet people. I love it. I think it's awesome.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You know what? It's nice. You can integrate a night working out, going to a class, and then heading out somewhere. I hear on the West Coast, there's a bunch of pop-ups where people are DJing at like coffee shops, no alcohol. So it's happening. There's something there.
It is.
But I'm excited for the bro drink, that the post recovery. When is it coming out?
Very soon. We're in the process of putting the labels on now.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah,
that's exciting. You know, I think it's a reminder for me as we're talking today, and then I'm going to hit you with some rapid fire questions here, but it's a reminder for me that it's never too late, right? To do something, to start something, and you're freaking young anyway. But my point is you might ask yourself, like, you know, well, it didn't happen when I was 30, it didn't happen when I was 40. Yeah. What's the point of trying, right? And I think there's so many stories of amazing entrepreneurs, some of the most successful in the world, that didn't even get started till their 40s.
You have to keep trying.
Yeah, you just have to keep going. And the reality is like you know so much more, to your point, at that later stage in your life that actually is the best time to go for it, right? Your family's at a certain place, your life is in a place where you said supportive partners are so important. For anyone out there looking to get their health on track and on shape, I love that there's all these alternatives for people too.
You have to fail. You have to fail to succeed. You have to keep trying.
Absolutely. It's the constant in every single one of these episodes is people that really worked hard.
That's right.
Were okay with failing, didn't need to be perfect. Your brand's going to keep evolving. The concepts are going to keep evolving. And you just need to start. This is the same way you give that advice to your clients. So,
that's right.
All right.
Oh, here we go.
Here we go. So this is our rapid fire round right now. Favorite go-to workout when you only have 20 minutes?
Favorite go-to workout if I only have 20 minutes? I am going to sprint.
Okay.
I'm going to do a Tabata. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off, 8 rounds. That's 4 minutes.
What's a Tabata? I don't even know.
You don't know what Tabata is? So Tabata is a type of workout.
Okay.
The guy's name, I forget. So Tabata, that's what it's called. 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off.
Okay.
It's literally 4 minutes.
Okay.
That's all it is. You're going to go fast sprints. I'm talking about 10, 11 on the treadmill. Then jump off for 10 seconds. I'm going to do fast sprints. That's what I'm going to do for 2 rounds. I'm going to do 8 minutes of that, 16 minutes.
Okay.
Okay, of that. And then I will, on and off.
Okay.
And then I'll probably hit 3 sets of legs and then 3 sets of upper body.
Love that. All right, let's go. So there's no excuse.
More total body. I don't do total body in one workout. I'm going to break it up.
One or the other. Yeah. Okay. So that's you co-sign the push-pull, like
that's
the
right.
whole separation.
That's right.
Okay. And then how about this one?
Again.
Most underrated fitness tip you wish more people knew?
Heavy weight will not bulk you up.
Okay.
It's not.
It's not going to.
No, you got to take steroids
to get crazy.
And a lot of crap to get crazy. It's not. Women, they all say it all the time. The same thing. You know, I just want to look lean and toned.
But you got to, I think that's that concept starting to build a little
really
bit more.
It really is.
Kim Kardashian's co-signing that too now, like that she's she changed her workout routine.
Weightlifting.
To do weightlifting.
Wow.
Yeah, so that's huge.
I mean, I lift heavy. I went for a back squat once. What did I do the other day? I did 175 for 6.
Okay. Damn, that's insane.
I was so excited.
Wow, that's big.
Yeah.
My nephew just started working out. He started 4 months ago. He's 14, and he started at 75, like a PR on the bench, then he's up to 115 4 months later.
I love it. All kids when they're younger want a bench.
Yeah,
especially boys. They just want a bench. They don't even want to hit legs. They just want a bench.
Yeah, but he's into it. Do you see fitness starting to be more of a thing for the younger generation?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because that 20-year-old right now, they're out of shape. They are really out of shape. Yeah. So the younger generation.
When you're young, you get away with it.
That's a whole other topic we'll get on with sports, young sports.
Another
time when I come back.
Yeah, I love that. I would love that too. All right, if you could train one person, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
Cleopatra, because she was a badass.
Oh, okay, she would have been.
I
would
love to see she could train. She was a badass. She conquered it all, cut people's heads off.
There you go. You'd be. I don't know. She'd be a black belt along with that.
Yeah, I would love to train her. I love to see that.
I love that. Any more celebrities on the list of people that you'd love to train, love to get in front of, or are talking to today? Anything exciting? I don't know.
I like to meet Marky Mark. I love to meet Mark Wahlberg.
Oh, yeah.
I love his whole concept. 4 a.m. because I'm 5 a.m.
At 45.
Yeah, at 45.
Yeah.
I love his whole concept of waking up early. I'm saying and getting it done. Now the cold plunge, he loves it. I recommend you got to watch it maybe about 2-3 times a week. Because sometimes it could decrease your muscle. But sauna every day.
Sauna is
every day, 20 minutes at least.
It's huge. A lot of health impacts, they say.
That's right.
And I hear that any truth to this do you know of is that the cold plunge isn't as good for women as it is for men. Have you ever heard that?
I didn't hear that, but again, I can see it. Yeah. Just decreasing some muscle that we have, and we're trying to hold on to as much muscle as we could.
Yeah, he's super motivational though. So you're like the female version of Mark Wahlberg.
I would love to. I know so many people that know him. I'm like, I'm close.
All right, Mark, we got to do that. And I love his brand too, Municipal.
It's awesome.
How he's really
awesome.
designed it very well.
Underwear, socks.
Yeah, he's dripped out and all that. That's going to be the best part is you wear your own brand, more than you wear somebody else's. That's a moment, I think.
That's right.
All right, so this is the last rapid fire question here. One belief you used to have about fitness that you no longer have.
To train fast and hard every day. You got to slow it down.
Okay.
I got older, and even if you're younger, you'll see why bodybuilding has been around for so long and actually works.
Yeah.
Again, I'm not putting anything past CrossFit. No. I was a CrossFitter for literally 10 years, 12 years of my life, and it served the purpose. Yeah. And it was perfect for that time in my life. Okay, granted, I did not get hurt. But again, you have to slow it down and don't train every day full body.
You could get the same results when you break it down into pieces.
It's amazing.
Doesn't need to be, because you start to think about when I at least think now, like when I'm in classes, I'm like, I don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean? I want to make sure I have the right shoes on. You're jumping up and down. You're doing all these things that you don't do all the time. It just takes one moment to like put yourself in a bad position. And now you're in recovery phase.
You don't have to do cardio for, an hour anymore, long periods. Yeah. Let's get explosive. Let's get like athletes still. Let's jump. That's what we need for longevity.
Yep.
And let's keep it short.
Yeah, I love that. This was so amazing. I'm so excited that you came today.
Are we
going to try one? I'm ready. Let's do it.
Well, I might need a cup of coffee.
I don't know. We have some coffee in the hallway here.
Okay, good.
Which one should I try though?
You're going to get powder all over you.
Okay. So then
you got to.
All right. So this is perfect.
You're going to get a little powder.
Wow. Those are very good. Where are these from? Yeah, tell me.
I'm going to say, with the coffee, with the cookie in my mouth.
If I had some, I would give it to you. This is empty.
Agora in Bloomfield.
Wow, Agora.
Stamna's little bakery shop. They have.
These are so good. This is just adding to the workouts I'm going to be doing later. So delicious.
Excellent.
You're the best. Thanks for coming.
Nick, thank you for having
me. You guys, all Nicole's information is going to be right below in the description section. Go check her out on Instagram. Check out Bro. Check out the app. And I hope today's episode will get you started in the right direction with your fitness.
Thanks, baby.